What a good y'all, welcome back to the year, bro. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are here, we are back, and listen, man, I have two words for you guys. Davion Mitchell. Oh my goodness. That was incredible, bro. That game, I'm not gonna lie, I had about 10 times that game where I was like, bro, what are we doing? But I also had about 10 times where I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, that game was crazy, bro. I honestly, in that first half, when we went up by 9 at halftime, I was actually pissed. I was like, bro, we should have been up by more, because this team is not playing well at all, and we're only up by 9. Like, we're kind of leaving room for them to come back. And you know how this team is with blowing leads, man. The Heat always have to give us a heart attack whenever we're watching these games. Like, it's just what they do. Like, they just love to just stress out the fans. This is probably the most stressful team in the NBA to watch. Like, out of any team. Like, I will put up a bet that this is the team that will stress out their fans more than any other team, because the amount of roller coaster of emotions that I felt throughout this game was crazy. Now, I don't care what anybody says about draft picks right now. Like, that's not my concern, okay? I know we lost the pick this season to OKC, but how could you not enjoy that overtime performance from Miami, bro? Like, remove the picks. Okay, we still get a pick from the Warriors this season. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. We lose a pick, but that means we don't have to give up more in the future than we would have if we lost this game. So I don't really care about the pick right now. Like, I'm not even worried about the draft pick that we're losing, the 15th pick that goes to OKC. They can have that pick. You know, we'll get whatever 18, 19, or 20 pick that we get from the Warriors, and it's not that big of a difference. Okay, yeah, we could have had 2, but we'll have more later down the line. Okay, it's not that deep. I am super proud of the guys. I will say there are some times where I was like, Spo, what are you doing? Because I don't know why Khalil Ware didn't get like any PT in the fourth. Like, I don't know. Like, he was incredible tonight, Khalil Ware, whenever he was on the floor. By the way, I thought he was great. I was pissed whenever guys like Okongwu and Niang were making every single three that they took, especially Okongwu. I was like, bro, I know this guy's shooting the ball now from 3 this season, but come on, he made like 4 or 5 threes against us. I don't think he's made that in a game ever in his career. So that was kind of wild. But listen, all that aside, that overtime performance was incredible to watch. Like, the Heat were shooting the ball lights out in the overtime. Davion Mitchell made 3 threes. He was incredible tonight. Whenever Davion Mitchell was in the game, bro, you felt the energy shift every time. Every time he was in the game, the Heat were either going on a run or they were stopping the Hawks run. Like, this guy was absolutely huge. He was a +9. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. His defense was excellent tonight. He had 2 offensive rebounds, massive offensive rebounds down the stretch. I mean, like, absolutely massive. Like, down the stretch, I don't know what was going on in that game, in that fourth quarter and in the overtime. In the fourth quarter, Haywood Highsmith, who was also huge tonight, had a crazy tip-in. Davion Mitchell had a crazy layup. Bam Adebayo, like, hero, was dissecting in that fourth quarter. Like, guys showed up. You know, Wiggins didn't show up as much as far as efficiency was concerned, but he had 20 points, and I will say his defense was good, and he did have 8 rebounds and 8 assists. So, and he was a +15. He actually led the team in plus-minus tonight, which is something that I didn't even expect. But Bam Adebayo, the offensive game wasn't as aggressive tonight as we would like to see, but he had 17, 11. But how about the defense from Bam Adebayo tonight, bro? 5 blocks, 2 steals, 11 rebounds, 3 offensive, 8 defensive. I mean, defensively, this guy was everywhere, bro. This dude had a block. He had 5 blocks, and his blocks were incredible. Like, the timing of them were incredible, of his blocks. Like, they were huge blocks, bro. Bam Adebayo's blocks, they were absolutely like massive. Like this guy will never get his recognition. He is the best defender in the NBA. To me, like it's a very clear-cut thing that he's the best defensive player in the NBA. Like I will die on that hill as long as he is playing basketball, bro. Like Bam Adebayo is an absolute freak defensively. Tyler Hero struggled actually. The first quarter, he only had 2 points in the first quarter, and the second quarter he had 10, and the fourth quarter he had 9, and OT he had 6, and he was perfect. He had 2 for 2 from 3 in OT. Like it was a rocky start for him. Obviously, you have to give Dyson Daniels a lot of credit because I thought he played really good defense on Tyler. I thought the whole game Dyson was chasing him around, but great offense beats great defense. 38-7, 47% from the field, 63.5% true shooting percentage, 5 for 10 from 3. He missed that big free throw, which almost caused me an absolute heart attack because I thought Trae Young was about to hit a 3, but he luckily went for the layup. And we saw what happened in OT, but apart from that, he was great. I thought Haywood Highsmith was excellent. I thought Khalil Ware was excellent. Kyle Anderson, I didn't think he was that good tonight, but the 2 shots he made were absolutely massive. And they were absolute bailout shots when we literally didn't have anywhere to go. It was like last second shots. Duncan Robinson made a couple of huge shots. He had an and 1 and he had a 3. Alec Burks hit a couple of timely baskets. I mean, he wasn't efficient tonight, Alec Burks, but again, the baskets these guys all made were very timely. And listen, as a team, we shot really well from the field. The 3-point shot wasn't like falling a lot for us. I mean, the first half it was, but second half first half it wasn't. Second half it started to pick it up a little bit. 3-point shot, but 38% from 3 is. I mean, we'll take it. I guess it's not 40, but we'll take 38%. But the free throw percentage was 61%. I mean, if we had made some of those free throws, we were 11 of 18 from the line. If we had made 5 more free throws, I think this is a game that we win before OT, honestly. So I think we just have to work on our free throws. I think we have to work on some of those like offensive rebounds that the Hawks were getting, and we also have to cut down on our turnovers. I'll do a preview tomorrow for the Cavs series or day after before we play the Cavs. I'll do a preview for that series, but the Cavs are a lot better than this Hawks team. So, obviously it's going to be a step up in competition. You're going to have to face a lot. You're going to have to face a lot in that game. I mean, defensively, they have those 2 guys down there who we haven't really faced a team like that, in the play-in. Chicago and Atlanta are not like the biggest teams, and they don't have like a lot of rim protection. Like the Cavs have 2 guys who are all defensive, all defensive and defensive player of the year candidates, and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. And they have 2 of those guys who kind of stifle things down low. Their 1 through 3 is maybe not as good defensively, but they can get away with it because they have 2 guys, down low who can kind of cover a lot of stuff up. So, scoring inside is going to be a lot tougher against the Cavs than it was tonight or the previous night against Chicago. So, but regardless, we'll get to the Cavs series preview in the next video. I just really just want to, say that this season has been an absolute roller coaster for the players, fans. I feel like the whole organization, there's so much that's happened. If you're someone who's invested in this team, that it's probably the stuff that's happened this year with Miami, you probably wouldn't expect something like that, or if you had to total all those things, you probably wouldn't expect those all to happen within a span of 2-3 years, let alone 1. So the team has really dealt with it. The 10-game losing streak was a gut punch, and since then they've been 9-2. They've won 2 playing games. They're the first ever 10 seed to advance to the playoffs. So, they should be proud of themselves. Obviously, the goal is not to just get swept by the Cavs. We want to put up a fight in that series. I'm not saying we're going to win or anything, but we want to be competitive against the Cavs, man. The Cavs, they're a good team, but I do think that there are some things that we can get at against this Cavs team. I mean, I think if Miami shoots the ball well, they'll have a chance against any team. I think that's bottom line. I've been saying this every single video I've been making. if Miami shoots the three ball well, they will have a good chance against any team. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, honestly, like the play-in tournament, the Heat kind of own the play-in tournament right now. Actually, like we've come out of the play-in tournament every year we've been in it. The goal next year is not to be in the play-in. I must say that. Like the play-in, it's cool that we're winning it a lot, but you know, you don't want to perennially be in the play-in. You know, be a mediocre team. But for now, appreciate it, man. This was a great win to watch as a fan. You know, I know there's a lot of stuff that's happened. There's a lot of pick implications and all, but like I said, I don't really care about that at the moment because I'm just trying to enjoy the win. I'm just trying to enjoy guys like Davion Mitchell, who, by the way, should be extended. Give him a contract on the spot. He's a free agent, but just give him a contract right now. I mean, he deserves it. That's probably the easiest decision that the Miami Heat can make, is give him that contract. So, yeah, I mean, great defensive grit shown by this team, man. I mean, ridiculous effort levels, especially in overtime. They competed. Every time the Hawks made a run, they answered back. Even though the Hawks took the lead and a lot of people thought it was all done and dusted, the Heat punched back, you know, forced OT, and then in OT were absolutely phenomenal. So hats off to this team. Obviously, you know, there's a lot more to go, but listen, for now, we are in the playoffs facing the Cavs on Sunday, so get ready for that game. I'll do a preview of that game. Expected to see it really soon. See y'all later as always, man. Let's go Heat as always. Shout out to the fans in Atlanta. I heard those chants, by the way. Let's go Heat chants in Atlanta. That was huge. But yeah, man, I'll see y'all later as always. Peace.